Mike, a lot of talk about multiples today. What can Apple get to and when?
Well, it's a good question on the multiple front because there's a lot of debate about that. And specifically, I would say, when you look at where we're modeling or what our multiple assumptions are, we assume a 16 times multiple on 2019 EPS to get to a price target of 214. There's a lot of talk of whether or not to include services as a kind of sum of the parts analysis when we look at that. And I think there's a good argument to be made that it should. 15% of the revenue is now services. And if you assume a services like multiple, it's definitely a stock price that's significantly higher than where it is today.
Where can service revenue grow to?
Well, if you look at what the company said a couple of years ago, they said it could basically double from 2016 through 2020, which would basically take us from $25 billion in 2016 up to $50 billion by 2020, and we're modeling for $47.5 billion, so that would be upside to what we're expecting. We think that's very doable. We think there's definitely potential for upside as they continue to show nice growth and a lot of acceleration in the March quarter, with growth from 18% in December up to 31% in March.
Yeah, I can dig in, Mike, to the Bloomberg right now and show you just how much that services growth has picked up. If you type in GTV, you'll see, 31% growth we saw in services for the previous quarter. So clearly going great guns. Talk to us a little bit about the geographical basis here in Apple as well. We heard on the call much talk up of India as an area of growth, of China. We started to see a real pickup of China once again. Is this something that you're keeping a close eye on?
Yeah, there was double-digit growth in a lot of markets, and particularly in China, we saw significant improvement in growth and some of the strongest growth we've seen in several quarters. So China's definitely working for Apple right now. In particular, it sounds like iPhone X is doing well there, contrary to some expectations. And services continues to do well additionally. So China's doing better. India is an area of future opportunity over the next few years, and we think that'll be something to watch as well.